but they can't taxi to the runway. A KLM 747 has stopped in front of them to refuel.
Tenerife KLM 4805, you finished refueling, requesting clearance for startup.
He said, follow KLM down a runway, backtrack, make an exit to get around back of KLM. So that's what we were doing.
First Officer Bragg is unfamiliar with the airport. He checks a runway diagram to help find their turn.
Okay, that's this one right here.
Goes ahead. It's going to put us on the taxiway.
As they taxi, they listen to the tower controller tell the KLM crew ahead of them what to do after departure.
You are clear to the Papa Beacon. Climb to and maintain flight level 900. Right turn after takeoff. Roger, clear to the Papa Beacon. Flight level 90, right turn up. We are now at takeoff. Okay, stand by for takeoff. I will call you. And we're still taxiing down the runway, Clipper 1736. Papa Alpha 1736, report runway clear. Okay, we'll report when we're clear. Thank you.
The Pan Am crew will be turning off the runway in just a few more yards. But now something's wrong. First Officer Bragg can see a plane through the fog.
I think he's moving.
Look at him. That idiot's coming.
Saw KLM too.
Get off. Get off!
Captain Grubbs tries to steer clear of the oncoming KLM. But it's bearing down on them at nearly 200 miles an hour.
He had lifted off the runway. I could see his rotating beacon underneath.
Get off, get off, get off! Get off, get off, get off!
And then I ducked and set a real quick pair, trying to hope he misses us.
We used.
Flight engineer Gilles Jardinot keeps a vigilant eye on fuel consumption.
We've got 800 kilos.
Concorde burns through it at an astonishing rate. In the short taxi to the runway, the plane's 4 engines have already used as much fuel as the average car uses in 6 months. Booking a seat on the famed jet requires deep pockets. The return fare to New York costs more than $9,000.
It was not something unaffordable for those people we had on board. Some of them, I tell you, they didn't even know how much they were paying.
Air France 4590, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
4590, cleared for takeoff, 26 right.
The tower controller today is Gilles Logelin.
I was stationed in the southern control tower, which has a very good view over the 2 runways that we use. This day was the same as usual. I gave him the takeoff clearance.
First officer tells the captain they've reached V1, or decision speed. They're now going too quickly to abort the takeoff.
You cannot stop anymore. You have to go on. You have to continue takeoff, whatever happens.
Watch out!
Suddenly, the plane begins veering left. The flight engineer urges the captain to abort the takeoff, but it's too late to stop. Captain Marty lifts the supersonic jet into the air. Gilles Logelin realizes he's now watching a disaster.
This was a very unexpected situation to see flames on an aircraft that is departing on the runway. You don't have time to lose, so immediately I've pushed the red button, which is a button for alert.
4590, you have flames behind you.
Roger.
The plane is engulfed in flames.
Failure. Engine 2. Engine fire procedure.
Captain Marty struggles for control as the engineer shuts down the burning engine and activates a fire extinguisher.
What's the airspeed?
The plane's airspeed is now dangerously low.
The airspeed.
Something is happening. Something that is not covered by training. Something that in pilot career you don't want to face.
First Officer Marceau wants to head for a nearby airport.
Le Bourget.
But the crew can't outfly the fire that is rapidly consuming their plane. The slams into an airport hotel.